is the bottom end for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin. A lot of people have been asking this, is this the final capitulation? Because we've had some hard drops and stuff like that. And I'm here to tell you that this is likely not it. And some of the reasons that I'm going to say this is because typically for the other cycles, as I've mentioned before, usually the bottom comes in about a year after the previous peak. Previous peak being 69,000, pretty much November 2021. So we can expect November 2022 or December 2022 to probably be like, in that lower range. Now we're likely going to get multiple other opportunities to buy. There's always other dumps. People are getting pressed out. Why would they get pressed out right now? Well, for one, gas prices are so high. We have a lot of inflation happening, across many industries, but obviously like food prices, gas prices have went parabolic. I'm out here in California. You guys previously maybe saw a video. I was driving the Bentley up from Fort Lauderdale, and this thing is, I've ended up driving it pretty far. So out in California now, living a California dream. But that being said, yeah, gas prices are high. Put premium in something like this, and you're talking well beyond $7 per gallon. And I know gas prices are high over in European countries and elsewhere as well. So, leave a comment below what gas prices are around you. But food prices are going parabolic, gas prices are going parabolic, and then interest rates are going up. So people, are getting pressed out of, it's expensive to live just in general. So what's your most liquid asset? Usually it's crypto, could be stocks and options, and then less liquid would be real estate. So that being said, it is pressing people. And through this summer, people are going to go on summer vacations, do various things this summer, and then you're going to have back to school for the kids and stuff like that, and crypto kind of takes a back burner. Now you say, well, what about the big money? Well, a lot of the big money's upside down. You look at someone like Michael Saylor, he's already complaining and calling for more regulation in the crypto space and stuff like that. People start pointing fingers. They start suing people. You saw that recent lawsuit where they're trying to sue Elon Musk for getting behind Dogecoin and saying, oh, this is a Ponzi scheme, and you promoted this and stuff, and look, it dropped in price and stuff like that, which is super ridiculous. Anything is going to go up, go through various cycles, and then lose value and stuff like that. So again, a lot of these cryptos, especially ones that you can earn, could fall. 98 to 99% of their value could be lost, and they maybe never fully come back, or just fall by the wayside. And then you're going to have kind of your world reserve assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, maybe a few others kind of end up in that conversation. Maybe a Litecoin, maybe a Monero, maybe a Dogecoin, which will continue the next cycle and hit new highs and stuff like that, or at least regain half of what it did this cycle. And that's what I always kind of go for. I'm always looking for it to maybe gain to half of what it reached this previous cycle, just in case maybe the hype kind of fades from a certain project and things change. So we have to look for that. So I don't think that this is the final capitulation. I'm thinking we're going to have other little relief rallies, and then there's just not enough buying interest, and then people just keep getting pressed. It's going to take a while. It could take another 6 months, 8 months, and then on top of that, even all next year might not be to where you really kind of catch wins on a lot of these. Maybe there's a little bit of appreciation you can snag, but it becomes very, very hard to sort of rely completely on it, kind of thing. And some people are in the NFT space, other people are heavy into the DeFi space. I've still got some stuff out there running and stuff like that, but large in part, I did go to other assets like the car. So the thing is, with the supply chain and some of these luxury and exotic vehicles, you can retain more value with them than how much Bitcoin is retaining right now. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. Try to retain the value, and keep on moving. So this is my kind of guidance. I think that you should always stay engaged and somewhat like look at the news, see if there's new stuff popping up, see if there's hype behind some new project, but you're trying to find a needle in a haystack at that point. And so for most people, it's going to make sense that maybe in these lower levels, let's say there's additional capitulation dumps where people are getting liquidated and major players and major funds are getting liquidated, that you start to essentially stack Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, those kind of things, and then slowly build your position over time. But you're gonna have time. It's not gonna suddenly typically rebound and have this V-shaped recovery. Last summer was very strange, and a lot of it was surrounding the fact that everybody expected the cycle to end at the end of 2021, and also with the Bitcoin ETF and the hype behind that, which obviously ended up just being the futures product and was clearly a letdown. So what's going to happen? The miners are going to go broke. That's already happening. A lot of mining companies are having to shut off their equipment. Power costs are too much. Energy costs are too much. And then, you're gonna have some of them go bankrupt. You're gonna have some of these platforms that are gonna basically that they're insolvent, so they're gonna lose their money. A lot of people are gonna lose their money. Different exchanges will get hacked, quote unquote hacked. That'll happen. So we're gonna see all this stuff play out. We've already seen the Luna situation. We've already seen the Celsius situation. There's gonna be 3 or 4 or 5 more of those types of events. And then we're going to be kind of closer to the bottoms, but typically things are going to have to long tail out for a while. Looking for opportunities to stack, and it just kind of depends what else are you able to do with the money, because crypto right now might not be the best place for you to put your money if you're reliant on it. There could be some other investment. One of the things I am looking into is putting this particular car on Turo. And if you don't know what Turo is, it's basically like you can rent out cars, whether it be luxury or exotic cars. You can build out a fleet of normal cars, because the rental market is way out of whack. If you try to rent a car right now, you could be spending a lot of money going through Enterprise Rent-A-Car, Thrifty, Hertz, all this kind of stuff. So their inventory's messed up. Everybody's inventory's messed up on the vehicles. There's opportunities there. There's various other opportunities in other industries that you might be able to turn over the money much faster and earn a return on it, versus being in crypto right now. So a lot of the stuff's going to go by the wayside, and that's the unfortunate thing. It's like, at certain points, what people do is they look at what they have in crypto and they're like, well, I'm just going to let it sit. I'm in for the long haul. And then they just keep getting pressed. And then suddenly when they need that money and it's worth about 20% of what it was even like 2 months ago, this stuff turns to dust. So be careful out there. It's not easy to ride these cycles, and it never happens as fast as you think it's going to happen typically. Because you're thinking, oh, this is taking over the world. This is the future. This is the future. And that's what we think every single cycle. That's what I thought in 2013, and ran into some major pain in 14 and 15, and then it didn't really kind of start getting some wins or getting more interesting until 2016. And then this happened this last time too. It was like, man, just another dump, final capitulation. You keep buying, and you're just like, ooh. And the mistake I made last time, and I've said this before, is I started injecting too much capital too soon, when if I would have just waited, I would have been able to get even better prices and stack even more. That being said, I'm still conservative. You guys have been following me for a while, and you've seen some of the wins, and you got to turn into something real. I've told people time and time again, you got to buy assets, whether that be land, whether that be the vehicles, whether that be some kind of equipment, that's something that's not going to just kind of fade in value overnight. So got to turn it into something in the real world, in real life. I think one of the final things we'll see, even if some of these collections, its NFT collection seems to be holding some sort of weight, all that has to burn out, And then people really have to turn their back on crypto. You know, obviously, like people are already doing it, saying like, well, this time Bitcoin's going to go to zero. It won't, and here's the reason why it won't. The game is too perfect. You know, you don't see gambling going away. You don't see multi-level marketing go away. It's just like the structure is too enticing for people. So there's always this next set of people, this next set of people, this next set of people, and they are just too tempted by it, too tempted by the opportunity to make, you know, extraordinary incomes, and you know, change their situation. And so that's part of the reason why crypto won't go away. It's just too tempting. It's too tempting for people to bet on sports. It's too tempting for people to buy into crypto. The game is too perfect. So anyway, with that, guys, that's going to be this video. I'm going to make a couple other videos to help you guys through this situation, and hopefully nobody got damaged too bad or got caught up in the Luna situation or got caught up in the Celsius situation. So anyway, guys, follow me on all social media at Brian Phobos, YouTube, Instagram, Steam it, Twitter, Hive, everywhere. See ya.